Good morning. Let's see if we can sort out the camera again. Every time it is like this, let me make sure my mic is working. Hello. Good. And let's have a look at camera settings. Hey, that's better. Good morning. It is 11:21 here in London, and this is our 1196 in No Man's Sky. My name is Mark. I'm your pilot, and I will be guiding you through the inky blackness of space, which is, yes, a bit maroon, purplish. Again, we're going through a breezy patch here again. Not my favourite. Welcome to Antler Mama. This is my mobile frigate freighter base, and the first thing we're going to do is welcome back our frigate fleet from their expeditions from foreign lands. Autophage from Stigmata of Palmer Eldritch 2. What did you bring me, mate? Units, geodesite, chromatic metal. Geodesite, activated emerald. Fairly average. All goes to help the cause, whatever my cause is. A karma from the Trouble with Lichen on a balanced mission. Units, nitrogen salt, that's helpful. Thank you. And a parcel of radioactive residue. This is a layer of fine medicinal-looking mould growing from the top of the sample. Nothing could possibly go wrong from testing it. What? Let's move on. Solo balanced mission from Patlabor, Gurlinger. Relatis, art crystals, album and pearls, hot ice, Gek nip, some units, and home. This is Abdunger from the Stigmata of Palmer Eldritch 3. On a exploration mission, we had magnetized ferret, nanites, album pearl, and that was the time when we don't need the dramatic music building up, apparently. Okay, fine. And some Gek bangles. That's obviously the Gek tribute act. To the 80s all female pop group. Not that it's important that they're all female, except they were very good. Some units. Bromide salt. And then home. That was a trade exhibition. Fairly standard stuff. Is there anything I can file? There's some hot ice. I'll put there. Gek relics, emerald. One-off items, nitrogen salt. That can go there. It's activated emerald, which I'm okay with. There is a item in there, unexpected item in the bagging area right there. That can come out. That can go in my exosuit. There. That also can go there. Not sure why that needs to happen there, but it does. Okay, some Geknip. That could be sold. I picked up some Radiant Shards as well, didn't I? They can go there. Cool. Okay, so that's that done. Let's carry on with the morning roundup by visiting Dalanta's Crossing and seeing what's going on down in our favourite settlement. Let me have some coffee. Oh, my first taste. Oh, coffee. And while I'm doing this, I'm also playing cribbage. I'm multitasking. Let's go back to my channel. We're live there. Let's take out the production first off. Ooh, that's doing the feedback, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. That's better. Planetary specialist and Doji claims to have seen a settlement in a dream. They bring the words of the monolith. Our ancestors give warning. For the service they ask only for a small token, a mere trifle. It seems a bit much. I'm going to dismiss him because I don't think he's teaching us. I'm sorry, mate, but why? It's not really worth the money, is it? I mean, I could have taken it and taken the unknown outcome, but sorry. I'm not that soft a touch. Okay, right, we're going to go and pick up the atmosphere processors at the Solanian bases. I will now take this opportunity to drink some more coffee. And enjoy every drop. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not going to refuel them. I think we've got it. We can always put them out later if necessary, but let's pick this one up. There's the old Titan and Worm, regular as clockwork. And same with Scorched and Sulphurine. What's my split here? It's my crib. Throw away that. No, it's my crib, so hand that away. Multitasking. Okay. Might think about putting the harvesters out in Radon again, but we'll have a look at that when we do our production. Now, currently I'm playing 6 individual games of crib. That seems... I think I've also registered for another tournament, which is stupid. The beautiful planet of New Almanar. Perfect. Perfect. It's a very enjoyable collection of goods. Before we go back to at the moment, we will do our local production. Sounds like I'm putting on a play. A local production of Death of a Salesman. Yep. And finally we will make some living glass. 8 panes of that. And 40 panes. If anybody was watching this wondering what the hell am I doing on production, there is a video called The One About Production. 1,000 Hours of Nomad Sky, The One About Production, where I go through in detail what the morning production cycle is. I hope people find it helpful. We are going back to... just looking at my other bases at the moment. It's a beautiful day here in London. I'm still cat sitting and also garden watering today. Here we are, we're back. We haven't made any major production items for a couple of days now, which is not a problem. Yeah, look, I've got enough radon, I've got enough sulfurine. That's absolutely fine. Talking of which, there's a couple of other areas of production stellar extractor cores, they are doing nothing. Great, thanks guys. Absolutely nothing? Really? Oh, come on. Not working again. I think we're in a green star. We also have some carbon production here. That is surprisingly effective. These little pods here give out about 80 to 80-ish carbon, and these two standing planters also. What's that? 67. I'm leaning forward a bit, which is not good for my back. Good for the camera, but not good for the back. Alright, that's the carbon production, that's the stellar extractor cores, that's my local base production, all done. We've got a lot of nip buds to sell. We've got some other bits and bobs to sell here as well. Again, I'm just going to start by putting these into storage, even though I might take them immediately out. Liquid explosive, where are you going? Here. I'm maxed out on liquid explosive. I always have too much living glass. And we made up our deficit of stasis devices. That's important. I did actually make 10 new stasis devices, but I haven't sold them. I've just put them into storage to make up the deficit that I imposed by going on the Relics expedition. Not that it costs 10 stasis devices. I just took 10 with me to sell, so I could have a bunch of cash just in case if I needed cash to spend on slots for my exosuit or other bits and bobs. Turns out, do you need money on it? Not much. So it's probably an unnecessary move, but at least, you know, I gave myself that mental security for it. Where are we on the unit cap? We are about 50 million-ish. Is it 295? So yeah, 70 million away from the unit cap. Again, I don't need to sell. I can just let that build up naturally with the frigates bringing in money each time. I do have 2 portable reactors and 2 of those. And that would make 2 fusion igniters along with some geodesite. Okay. A nice simple level of production this morning. Two of those? Yeah. Job's a good one. And that'll make 30 million. Yeah, 31. Maybe a little bit more if we sell it at the right economy. Let me just have a quick look at yellow, which is here. See, it pulls from the wrong spot for me, but that's fine. Definitely got plenty of it. I've got enough. Oh, got some spare camel root here. Well, let's put that there. And there was something else that I noticed. There was some chromatic metal that had got in the wrong spot. If I moved it, I have. Good. I'm sure methane is going to be factored into some production chains. But I'm not sure how yet. Before we go out into the old inky blackness of space, I thought about making some more fossils for the fossil museum. I did buy some. We need to do some building around this. Let's go outside, because all I've made is quadrupeds. And I should make some different types of fossils. I'm going to make a reptilian one because they're the big ones. So from this point, there's the door. I want it kind of right there. We'll give it a antler skull, armored rib cage, have I got enough legs? This is J. Equisophium, lived over 66 million years ago. The fishes and stalking beast, its cold blood allowed it only to move with the sun. The cranium is partitioned to house 9 individual brains, each expressing a distinct personality. Tell me about it. So that can go. Thanks, wrong button. Nice. And that leaves 1, 2, 3. I could make one more fossil. What should we try? That was the... Let's try an avian fossil, shall we? Let's see if we've got enough of the materials to do that. No. Like looking for some lower limbs and a tail. I do have a tail, but not the right tail. I do have the right tail. So lower limbs are missing from that. So we'll leave that incomplete. I do have these items here. We have one item that's out of place with the others here. So I'm going to move that. To there. I'll move you that doesn't seem straight to me. Three torsos and a skull. And what we'll put over here is a protoform display, which again we don't have the stuff for. I could borrow a couple of skulls from there. I'll pick up that skull and let's say why can't I pick that one up? How bizarre. One would think they're going to be fairly easy to pick up. Move that over there and move this just here for a second. Still can't pick it up. I mean, that one was fine over there. Why is this one being awkward? That's very annoying. So I'm going to edit place parts. I'm going to delete that. Does that... I get a gargantuan ribcage, good. I can add a skull and a torso, but nothing else. We need upper limbs, lower limbs, and I can give it a tail. So some limbs there required. No. Delete, there we go. I'll delete that. Cool. So yeah, that's I wanted to do that. Because the height of some of these fossils is too big, so that's why we're putting them outside. Nice. What about around here? Let's try some. How does that work? Oh. Can't seem to put it anywhere that will actually display. Is there? Okay. Bit tatty. Okay, we've got the sort of bunting. Go. Put that out here. Okay. Kind of like that. Got a bit of an anemometer on it. Okay. Nice bit of building. Here's my specialists. Another little bit of outdoor area there. The guys don't really use outdoor areas, come to say. I also put down a well, I thought I did, a wander display, but yeah, there. It doesn't seem to be working. In fact, I'm going to pick it up. That's a shame. That was the plant. Came across yesterday. It was floating. Doesn't seem to display very well. I'll tell you what I could do is try it outside, just to see whether it makes a difference with the height of it. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I don't think it should go there, but I'll put it there as a sort of non-nagging reminder. I wonder if we put it over here. Yeah, it would float nicely at a good height. Ish. Try there. Yeah, that's nice. And then you can see it from the terrace up here. Yeah, I like that. It's not particularly high. Maybe I could put something behind, something to raise it up a little bit. Okay. So let's have a look at where we are in the world. We're in Cycleote, which is a 4-body system, icy planet, noxious planet, shell strewn, and Deathly Green Anomaly. We've got to have a look at that, haven't we? A Deathly Green Anomaly. We're in a pirate system, so we can do some smuggling. We could do some pirate missions as well, actually. But let's see if we can find... There we are. Tuseyciana... Oh my word. Tuseyciana Oyook. Tuseyciana Oyook. Tuseyciana Oyook is a Deathly Green Anomaly. I can't think I've been to see a Deathly Green Anomaly before, but let's correct that mistake right now. There's Emerald, naturally. So I am in a green star. Why aren't these stellar extractor cores working? They are so flaky. I specifically put antler mummer in a green star so it would collect selenium. It hasn't done it, and to be fair, I don't need it. That's not the point. It didn't work. What are the... we've got high sentinel activity, which is bearable. Bit of an elephant skin terrain. Huh. I don't think this is what I would call a deathly green anomaly. What an amateur hit. Oh, hello. Alright, let's just shake on the camera. It's death to green, in that there is no green at all on this planet. There's some massive plants here. Ten animals. That's 4 of them, isn't it? Yes. There's 5. It's all going on by the watering hole here. Which we'll have to have a quick swim in. It's not very deep. But there is some aminals. So 7. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this little lake. I think I'm the only thing that's green here. By the looks of it, I don't have any oh, I do. And interestingly, or not, in Storm, which we're in now, we are reverting to its colour palette. There's another one over there. Alright. 140 units, not too far. And that gives us 2 more aminals to find. Let's have a look. Rare ground always active, found in the north, and rare underwater always active. See, so the storm dies. Hi, Zara the Gamer, how are you? So, let's have a look at where we are in the world.
You think the Oblivion remake is legit?
I don't know what you mean by that. Oblivion is a Tom Cruise sci-fi movie, or an album by The Orb. I want to put myself back in my cockpit just to know. See where I am on this planetary surface. I am -6 degrees in the south, so we want to swing back towards the north.
I mean the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Oh, I've never done Elder Scrolls. That's not been on my radar. I think I'd absolutely adore it if I had it. Open world is very much my cup of tea, but I've never played it. Big gap in my gaming radar. Right. Or is it? Is that the question? There are rumours. Well, it's very exciting. Maybe one day. I know it's a huge commitment to take on. And I've not met anyone who said a bad thing about Elder Scrolls.
Yes, it's gonna be an Unreal Engine 5.
Alright, so what we want to be in the north, which we are now, in the north of the planet by 6 degrees. Let's have a look at it again, was it? Rare underwater, always active, sure, fine. Uncommon, no, here we go, rare ground, always active, found in the north. Let's see if we can find somewhere nice to land. Oh, we get free parking. A traveller transmission tower. Unfortunately, completely useless to me, but the two games I'm currently playing, apart from No Man's Sky, just started playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And that looks beautiful. Really does. Alright, we got the rare ground always active. That was not that rare. It wasn't that rare, was it? We still need a rare underwater always active. Ew. Okay. That's not what it looks like. That was the North Dweller. A little sort of naked testicle mole. Let's move on. Rare underwater always active. Okay. So we want a nice sea to look for. And what I might do for that is leave the planet, go around the sunny side. Where's the sun? It must be right on the other side. So let's move out into the inky blackness, which is today cyan. Ooh, alright, okay. I know this is probably a trap, but really these, if it is, they're going to regret their decision. Yay! They will rue the day. Well, here we go. Now, let's... Four targets. Don't normally like shooting in my ship like this. They're moving weird. Yeah, you are. Might as well take that tritium-rich asteroid as well. I'm not getting distracted. Well, there's nothing else here to look at. I don't think there's any more cargo pods. No. Normally two. Wouldn't mind a game based on the Tom Cruise sci-fi novel. Not novel. Film. Oblivion. That was good. I enjoyed that. Right. Seas. Well, here we go. Alright, there's a sort of crossroads here with four different bodies of water. Let's go for a swim. Again, not that deep. Big old angelfish type things over there. Pretty. Getting distracted by them though. Some other stuff to scan while we keep looking. And again, a complete lack of green. Oh, I thought this would be a way through to another body of water. I'm not sure it is. Let's go for that. Let's see. It is the same body, but There's an armoured clam, not alive. Oh, I seem to be moving down a tunnel. I don't really want to do that. Plenty of life around. So we've got a good spawning ground for life. Look at that. But no sign of this aminal. Come on, fishy. Again, I bet it's a big... Well, it might not be, but I think... It wouldn't surprise me if it's a big boy. Nope, not yet. To me it feels like we're going down a bit of a dead end here. Yeah, the land does actually go all the way around this bit. So maybe it is a land. Complex. Fishy, 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 fish. I wonder where that fishy is. Come on. Oh, I thought that was it then. Nope. Wonder what colour they actually are. I have to write a stern letter to the Atlas after this. Dear Atlas, I recently visited your so-called, what was it called, Deathly Green Anomaly, only to find it was completely out of green. Alright, that was a little lake complex. Let's see if we can find something wetter than that. Again, this is a lake, but it'll do. Nice and deep. Perfect conditions for a rare aquatic life form to thrive. Come on. There it is. Good. 10 out of 10. Remember where I parked? Okay. I'm watching me oxygen levels, don't you worry. Come on, we can leave this poorly documented world. Should we take a picture of this Deathly Green Anomaly? That's huge. It might be a bit big to get in the picture, but definitely get the wide angle for this. No, sun will not make a huge difference. Again, need to remember my banner. I think it'll go down a bit. Cool. The sky's pink. Thank you, Nathan Fake. Do I want to pick up some emerald while I'm here? High sentinel activity, but wouldn't do any harm. As long as I can get away with it. Point Hatlia. 652 units. Ammonia, that's ammonia. Another building over there. 895. Wow. 1,000 units for magnetized ferret. 652, that's the one, right? Bindle, how are you? You're feeling stoic. Okay. I did pin it. Let's go. Bindle makes travelling so much nicer. Even on grungy planets like this. There we go. There is a sentinel right there. I don't mind taking that. I'm going to try something slightly different. Need to get my bearings a little bit. It's there. Aha. hasn't alerted the Sentinel. By mining it from underneath. I don't know if this is a good technique or not, but it's working so far. Sure. All right. Well, that's the memorial. Now I have to remember where I parked. Okay. Is Bindle still around? Yeah, you're around somewhere. There you are. Come here. Oh, sure. And you're hungry? Oh, there we go. Let's go. There was another building. Dismiss. Done a good job. Yeah, there was another building this way, which is 541, so I'm going to run this. It'd be annoying just to pull Bindle out again for that. Oh, it's a waypoint. Or a beacon. A beacon. Transmission tower? Can't remember the words. Oh, it says waypoint there. And some autophage, of course, which we have to say hello to. You construct an idnan. You look upon my carapace pre-built entity, or it is unique in all the universe. Oh, especially the way those lights don't work. Yeah, sure, let's offer some assistance. Sure, let's do this. Over there. If I bring my ship to me, which is a bit lazy, but that's so weird, because without the colour green you don't know if it could land or couldn't.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Yay. Let's see if we can skim to there. You guys, no way. Oh, come on. I'm not getting skimming. Annoying. Annoying, annoying. Hello, fly. $714 units. The storm should help my backpack boost a bit. We might be able to make it in one jump. There we are. Ooh. Is this a sail ship I see before me? It's only C class. But I will claim ship. Cool. So we've got the pulse engine, the launch thrusters and the shield all done. See, I don't have a shield ship. Actually, the shield can't work, can it? Unless I do that. Now it can work. Kind of fun. I want to take this to the space station, don't I? Alright, I need to do some more repairing. I've got to make Was it 440,000 from it? So I'm not making any more. 264 seems the fixed value. Yeah, I could put that here. So the value at the moment is 264. Alright, before I do that, get out. And that's what it's saying here, isn't it? Alright, okay. It's worth 1.635. I'm just going to take this ship back to at the moment because it's not ready really. Yeah, sure, I slightly dinked it then. Where's my other ship? Where's boy with the bubble gun? All right, well, not ideal, but we'll take this one. Hope we don't end up in too much trouble. Why did you stop? Are you out of fuel? No. Oh, maybe I hit the shoulder button when I put my remote down to drink coffee.
Warning. Threat detected.
Oh, go on. Be on with your bad self. Now, would boy with the bubble gun still be here? No, because I took it off to... go and pick up the other ship. Autophage! Summon! There we go. made them happy. I've done a good deed for the day. No, what I'll do is use my supreme powers. Look at my cape, what's it doing? Come on. Is it that windy? Why is that sentinel got his... I didn't like my ship appearing then at all. Alright, then we will visit this minor settlement. We're going to kill this pirate first. Not sure where they are. Well, quite nearby. There you are. Okay. It's only 30. No. How weird. I'm not getting a lock on. Odd. Where am I going? I'm going there. Get round these. Oh, missed the parking. There we go. I'm just going to get the flag and move on. Wow, that wind is ridiculous. Right. Let's move on. Let's drink some coffee while we're at it. Yeah, I'm repping the Together Festival, which is a fundraiser for the Owamu charity, which I've been involved in for about 6 years now, 7 years. Right. I'm just going to check on those stellar extractor cores. See if they're doing anything. Well, that's a bit better. There weren't any other planets here I didn't think that were worth checking out. It was just that one. Shell-strewn, noxious and icy. So we can move on. We'll move the freighter 5,000 light years closer to the center of the galaxy. There we are. Let's go straight. And find ourselves a nice little black hole system. That's 4008. What about Seharat? That's probably too far. Yeah. That'll do. Make sure I've got the right one this time. Aerusa. Let's walk there. So the two things we're really looking for is distance. Oh God, my hair sticking out of the back. Oh well. Distance towards the centre, and that it's got a black hole. We will have a look at the planets here. It's a yellow system, which is, you know, remarkably ordinary. They look very clumped up together, don't they? Oh, excuse me. Ancient bones on a charred planet. Frozen hell, ancient bones as well. More ancient bones on a high radio source planet. Frozen moon, no bones. Fiery planet. And an isotopic. Isotopic? I don't know actually what that means. Isotopic meaning. Related to an isotope. Is that it? Alright. So, radioactive. Yeah, not that exciting to me. I will get in my proper ship. Yeah, they are quite a few units apart in reality. But let's throw ourselves into a black hole. I do think isotopes are fascinating. The idea that an element... Oh, we're in a fight. Just a local. Finally, two putting out a fight. One left. Escape possible. Admiral Burr, how are you? Organic life form stronger tooth than expected. Than is tooth and than. Commendable. Please yellow for reciprocal aid. The Gnophon, who must be the captain of this freighter, looks greatly relieved. They gesture as if to welcome me aboard their vessel. Yeah, you do.
Alert. Navigational data received.
What do we reckon? I reckon a B class. I've got nothing to gauge that on rather than a wild guess. Put your bets in now. 2, 1. Dink. Yes! It just had B class freighter written all over it. I do try to remember when I'm on somebody else's freighter to use the stairs. I think that's polite. And these freighters still have 2 lifts. Captain Merube, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Captain Merube I spoke to, it was Admiral Burr. But Ebbs, Calp, encounter projection, death without aid of traveller corvette gives Screm. I don't want your freighter, I just want payment. Thank you. I think I might have got a cargo belt head then. Eee, like then. So where are we? Jumped through a black hole, no idea where we are. We are in the yellow star system of Vitsky-Sosai. 2-star economy for high-tech, Korvax and regular conflict, to level 2 conflict, and 261,000 light years from the center. Cool. Well, that happened. Let's bring in my freighter. Well, I might as well apply that cargo bulkhead. I'm just going to put it. I'm going to put it there in the tech section. That's always a good thing. And okay, let's go and have a look at this. Citizen, it's a citizen request. I reckon it's either an event or it's going to be they want to go on a mission. Events they can have, missions they can't. That's my parenting. Coffee is doing me proud this morning, I have to say. All right, pop into the office. Let's have a look. Sure, I'm more than happy for them to have an event. They can have as many events as they like. As I'm here, do I want to do anything? Do I have anything dodgy to do? I don't think I do. I can pop open a few of these. They all came in from fighting those pirates. 79 units. I mean, sure, other people might find it useful, but come on. That can go into sell. Yes, I did pick up picked up some silver, which should go there. Some tritium hyperclusters, they can go in here. Gra. Hope you can hear me. And we've got a life support module, a mining beam module, and a hazard protection module. We'll have a look, see what they can do, but I just, well, colour me surprised. That installed without any issue. Well, that's nice. I wonder if this would be better down here. The translators and these like that. I mean, grey adjacency and white adjacency does seem very similar. Although you have no stats on your exosuit, so it's difficult to tell when things are good. Well, let's do, I think that's better for adjacency. And now we can put the refiner up there. And I've still never used a trade rocket. Well, that was nice. That actually installed. Yeah. Liverpool. Easy. I don't expect anybody to get that reference. So let's try this. This will explode, yes. Okay. So this has got life support tanks of 101% and solar panel power of 68. Well, that seems better than that. Solar panel 26 and 74. So straight away, let's pack that away. Pop that there, pop that in there. Sweet. And we've got a mining beam module. We could try to install it. No, it blew up. Mining speed 6 and overheat downtime 21, down 21. But it's only 2 metrics, and a lot of these are more than 2 metrics. I think we'll just pack that one away. We could. No, we'll sell it. We'll sell it. I was thinking about keeping it for the Ram's Head one that we picked up on the Relics exhibition, the multi-tool I'm talking about. But got kind of a lot of upgrade modules already for that. All I need is expansion slots. We got a. There's a predator. There's. Hello! Look. Now, are you going to be nice? And. I mean, it's kind of rare for them to wander into town like this. Well, I don't mind them, as long as the residents are alright with it. And my residents are so happy-clappy, they probably won't mind anything. They're so twisting on the needle bliss. But it does worry me, as the overseer. Now, in the past, I've done stupid things like clear away all the hazardous flora that are around. Obviously, they grow back. But, you know, I care. I care about these guys. I take my job seriously as the overseer. Hi. Tiger Rib there. How you doing? These things annoy me. Scattered all over almost all planets. They're damaged, and I think their life, their reason for existence is to be damaged. And I kind of gave up on them when I studied just one, which I repaired, then walked away from, and then came back and it was immediately broken again. I thought, okay. Leaning too heavily into my NMS metagame lore. They're not designed to be repaired. They're designed to be damaged. So I'm going to leave them be. They don't really give that much reward. Early on, they're pretty handy when you're really scrambling around to get units. It's not a bad little settlement, is it? Kind of like it. Alright, let's move on. Everything's groovy here. Yeah, got depth because they're having an event. Not that I can see their festival. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, let's walk so I can take a couple of moves in my board games. Grab that. Do that. With that. And that. Do that. I'm still going to lose this game. That's a game of Castles of Burgundy, which I've been playing very poorly at. Okay, so we are Dead Planet, Bountiful Planet, Bountiful Planet. High Temperature Planet, High Energy Moon, Toxic, and Abandoned. And just using my, psychic ability to feel planets' auras by moving my cursor over them, I think I might visit Kell J19. Abandoned with Ancient Bones. Sounds like a nice, easy planet to pick up some fossils to finish off those fossils I've got half built. But definitely Owstockh Beta, a bountiful planet with aggressive sentinels, mind. Definitely worth a visit, don't you think? Hey, Anthony Vayuzler. Is it Korvax Day? It is. It's Korvax Day here on at the moment. And they've got all their legs, so we can't really complain. I mean, I can't really complain. Even if they haven't got their legs, but... I'm going to pop into the space station first. It's on the way. That's not a bad landing. I'll give it a 6. Yeah, lost that game with Castles of Burgundy. Never mind. Great game. But I am playing poorly. I want to go up the stairs. I'm not going to jetpack. I'm going to use the stairs. It definitely gives me Baron Harkonnen vibes. Okay. And I don't know why I go to the Starship Terminal, but I do. Technology Merchant Azomentuos. I have, for you, mate, some amazing stuff. Do you want to buy these? Yeah? Do you? There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nicely done. Have a great day. $600 million for a slot, I think. Yeah, 600 million. I'm not adverse to spending 600 million. Because I can make it back. But I'd rather get to, I like their silver helmet. That's nice. Get to a point where I need to do it because I've capped out in units, and doing it now, and I've still got leeway. Kell's just there though. Is that how long? 2004. 2,400. We'll have a look at it on the way back from here. Owstockh Beta. Bountiful. I guess we're going to have some high temperature weather maybe. Let's head out towards the sunny side. That looks like a nice place to be. Oh, hello. What do you reckon? It's about a 50-50 chance that it's a trap. A trap I don't mind falling into. Yep. When do they think? Why do they think it's a good idea? Maybe it is. Maybe it's just arseholes like me who come along and spoil their fun. We have no evidence that Gek or Korvax or the Viking have any. I mean, the Korvax don't die essentially because they belong to a collective. Not a bad planet. And they just transfer their consciousness to another carapace. So really only applies to Gek and Viking. We know we can be reborn because it happens to us. We die and then we start again. We leave a gravestone with all our items in it. We've got a storm coming in short. We can handle. Yeah, look at the wind. Moving the trees. And my cape. And my axe. Extreme Sentinel Planet, thanks. Well, we've got a bindle like. 2 dragonflies. Lots of trees, flora to scan here. I don't know if I've actually taken the flag. I think I have, but yeah, I have. Now, with it being an extreme sentinel planet, I don't know about doing the creature bonus. Excuse me. Because it would be painful. But what have we got? Underwater, 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 underwater. Rare underground. That's the one that could be frustrating. And everything else is underwater. There are no ground dwellers. Am I reading that right? I think so. 2 underground creatures. Everything else is underwater. Do we see a cave? Again, my memory says no. And I can't see one, even though there's a good candidate for it. It's a settlement in the lee of a mountain. All right. Trying to see if there's another settlement nearby. Can't see one. No. Travelling south. Well, there's a bunch of water here. Again, visibility is not great, but I don't think that really matters when you're below the surface. Right. Crab. Schooling fish. Another sort of hermit crab by the looks of it. Oh dear. I've only gone and found all the water-based life forms. Oh, that's my completionist part of my brain is now jumping up and down. Still can't see any caves. Settlement. Oh, that might be one there. Or maybe not. I'm gonna have a look. 2 cave dwellers. Oh. We might be in. Get both the stalactite and the stalagmite. That's a very quick dead end. What about the other way? Not a pretty plant. Well, it is bountiful. That's not to be too unsurprising. And one of the things you can do in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I think you could do it in Fallen Order as well. Is collect seeds from plants and grow them in a. Well, there's one of them. Terrarium on your spatial little greenhouse. Is it terrarium? So I bet you're the uncommon one. Actually, the rare one. So I've got an uncommon underground one to find. Yeah, you can have a creature pellet. There you go. There's the marrow bulb. Pretty much all caves have some common things. They'll have a stalagmite, a stalactite, a marrow bulb, and another form of thanks, rock. Yes, they are. Don't like doing that near the surface because that might trigger the wow, there were a lot of them. Okay, I think this is a different cave. It looks like a different cave. Come on, uncommon. That's such a pretty marrow bulb. It used to be that sentinels wouldn't come into caves. Alright, well that's the end of that. Let's wander back and see. So I've got a left arm trading at the moment. And that red dot there is a predator of some sort. Well, it might be the sentinel, but I don't think so. I'll highlight that. Left arm training. I can't believe I found the rare one first. There you are, look at you, I see you. Just wander through the rock like that. Cool, okay. Oh, let me get that. Do I carve my path back to my ship? Well, that's my capital ship. That's not where I want to head towards at all. Can't carve back towards that. Let's go and get a new bearing. That's the settlement I spotted. There's my ship. So I'm not too far off it. Come on. Get out of the hole. There we go. An interesting vibration going on when I land the ship. But I'll quickly grab this flag. Wherever it is. There. Camp Nickley. We will get that. Out into the cyan of the inky blackness of space. Now, if I open up Sicoletti, I didn't think I'd completed that bonus. There we go. Got that one, so we can just upload that. Did we find anything here? I don't think we did. Lots of bone planets, but no, didn't visit any of those. That's fine. And find my way around. Should we visit Kell? Let's go for Kell. Let's do that. And then I think we will move on from here to a neighbouring green star. Do we want a green star or a blue star? Maybe we don't want either now. Well, that's not Kell, that's Kell. Probably got a jag. I'm heading to Kell. If it's truly abandoned, No. Why can't I just fly off, huh? What have you got? What's your problem? Entity Fremps can need... there you go, have some metal painting. Luckily I had it on me, isn't it? Oh, I've lost this game. It's a game of crib. It is my box, but their first take, and they only need a point to peg. So what am I gonna... They could score 19, but it's unlikely. Any card I lay here is bad. Led with a 5, led with a 3. Let's do that. I know it's setting up a 10 for a 5 though. I can take the pair for that. Right, well they've got 2 in their hand at least, so I've lost this game. There we go. Okay, so welcome to the abandoned world. Some bones over there. Business stone there. Maybe some bones as well. Doesn't look like it. Well, make sure my protection is all okay. Got a bit of frost protection. That was zeroed out. I can go into my starship. Let's go. Just the one fossil. Nothing else. I do like these. I know they're hazardous, but they're very pretty. Well, when it says fossils, does it mean one? Well, we've got nothing else better to head towards. I'm going to go over here. Wow, really? On an abandoned planet? I presume it's just a flag. Alright. It is an abandoned building. Point Theta. Still no more bones. We did get some fossilized fins out of it, but need to make some microprocessors for that. Okay. I think I've seen enough. Not going to hang around here. I am going to call this session done. I could stop it. No, it's not worth it. Not worth my time and energy. It's lunchtime for me. I'm going to park up on my capital ship, send out my frigates, and call this session done. Not bad. Interestingly labelled planets again. Navigator Nushay, how are you? Let's do it. Our traveller entity, Korvax, is pleased to report exciting navigational research. Korvax has plotted new expeditions for your fleet. Well done, Korvax. 3-star industrial. Who shall we send? I fear Radio Free Album and Klaatu. Definitely covers that. Off you go. 5 stars over 3, that's perfect. We've got 3-star combat patrols, so we'll send out Tales of Topographic Oceans and Do Re Mi for Sol La Si Do, I would have thought. There we go. 5 over 3. Voyage of Discovery. It's a voyage of discovery. That's not nothing. I'm just thinking. I just think it should be. Black Corridor. An airtight garage, even though that's more combat related. No fuel required. Off you go. And some balanced ones. So, who's left? Olivine Window and Trouble with Lichen. Gru the Wanderer and Tracking the Tail. Probably don't need that. Yeah, that's plenty. Cool, they're done. Thank you very much. Hey, good work. Yeah? Okay, fine. True Korvax. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Mark. I've been your pilot. Normally, I try to stream every day. Normally No Man's Sky in the morning, around 11 a.m. British summertime, as we're in British summertime at the moment in time, which is about 6 a.m. Eastern, 5, 4, 3, very early for America, but good for me. And in the evenings, around 9 p.m. at BST, which is 5 p.m. Eastern, 4, 3, 2, unless you're in Arizona, where it all gets very skewy in Arizona because it's summertime, and there's even very confusing time zones in Arizona in summertime. There are 4, but there are 2, but there are actually 4. I'm streaming Star Wars Jedi. This video will be made public after I've chapter marked it and added a thumbnail, and there'll be a link to my Discord as well. Please do stop by. Also, like, subscribe, share, talk about, leave me comments, any questions, please do. Anything about anything, really, I don't mind. Just engage, just give me engagement. That's all I want. Share amongst your friends, watch with your family, and all that stuff. But until the next time we meet, have a great time.